Do you ever feel like time is slipping away too fast? Like one moment you're a kid, and the next you're wondering where all the years went? Well, you're not alone. Time is one of the few things we can never get back, and once it's gone forever. So the big question is, how can we make sure we're spending it wisely? Today we'll explore how you can live a fulfilling life by focusing on what really matters. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have some practical tools to help you use your time in the best possible way. If you haven't yet, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content that helps you live your best life. First, understand what truly matters. It's easy to get caught up in the rat race, trying to achieve success in ways that society says are important. But ask yourself, what really matters to you? Let me share with you a story. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, once said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work." But what did he mean by that? Steve Jobs didn't just mean any work. He meant the work that aligns with your passion, the work that excites you when you wake up in the morning. When he realized how short life was, he focused on the things that mattered most to him, creating revolutionary products that changed the world. You see, time is precious, and it's too short to spend it doing something that doesn't matter to you. Think about the hours you spend doing things that feel pointless, like scrolling through social media or trying to keep up with other people's expectations. Now, I'm not saying you should quit your job or avoid social media altogether. What I mean is, find what truly lights you up and focus on that. In the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, he talks about how you should spend your time on what's important, not just what's urgent. The idea is to prioritize what aligns with your deepest values and goals, not what's pressing or demanding attention right now. Ask yourself every day, is this helping me move closer to my personal vision of success? With that, it brings us to the next point, embracing the present moment. Now, I know it's easy to get caught up in future planning or past regrets. But here's the thing. We can only control the present. Imagine you've worked hard for a vacation. You've been counting the days, and finally, it's here. But then, during the trip, you're distracted, checking your phone, thinking about work, or stressing over what's next. Sound familiar? We've all been there. But here's a twist. Life's greatest moments are often happening right under our noses in the present. In The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, the author talks about how most people spend their lives worrying about the past or future. He suggests that we need to be present in the moment. If you're always focused on what's next or what you should have done differently, you'll miss out on life's little joys that are right in front of you. When you embrace the present moment, everything changes. You start seeing the beauty in simple things, like having a deep conversation with a friend, enjoying a meal, or even just walking outside. With that, it brings us to our next point, creating meaningful connections. Another powerful way to spend your time wisely is to focus on the people around you. We all have a limited amount of time, and it's easy to get busy with tasks that don't bring us closer to others. Think about this. You can work hard for years, build your career, and maybe even gain fame. But when you're lying on your deathbed, will you wish you spent more time at the office or more time with your loved ones? In the novel, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom, the story revolves around a man named Eddie, who discovers the value of human connections after he dies. He learns that the people who shaped his life weren't necessarily the most famous or wealthy people, but the ones who were with him through thick and thin. In the end, it was the relationships that mattered most. So instead of trying to be everything to everyone, focus on the people who really bring value into your life. It's the quality of the relationships that counts, not the number of people you know. Take time to nurture those relationships and cherish the moments you have with them. On to our next point, that is, don't fear failure, learn from it. Here's something important. We're all going to make mistakes. It's inevitable. The question isn't whether we fail. It's how we handle it. A lot of people fear failure, but the reality is failure is a teacher. Some of the most successful people you admire have experienced more failures than most, but they didn't let it define them. Think about Thomas Edison. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Every time you fall, you learn something that helps you move forward. Instead of letting fear stop you, embrace failure as part of your growth. The time you spend worrying about mistakes is time you could be learning and evolving. With that, it brings us to our last point, that is, living with purpose and clarity. It's easy to get caught up in doing things just because everyone else is, or because you feel like you should. But what happens when you take a step back and ask yourself, what do I really want out of life? Take the famous example of Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor who wrote the book Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl discovered that the key to surviving the worst conditions in life, like the concentration camps he was in, was finding meaning and purpose in every experience, no matter how difficult. Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Frankl's message was clear. When you know your why, you can handle anything life throws at you. But here's the thing. Knowing your purpose isn't something that happens overnight. It requires self-reflection, exploration, and often trial and error. So ask yourself, what is my purpose? What am I working toward? When you understand your purpose, your time becomes more focused. Every action, no matter how small, becomes a step in the right direction. This clarity helps you avoid distractions and gives you a reason to push through the tough times. Think about how powerful it would feel to wake up every morning knowing exactly why you're doing what you're doing, whether it's building a business, creating art, helping others, or just living a peaceful life. Your purpose can serve as a guiding light, helping you stay on track. So, in addition to focusing on what truly matters, embracing the present, creating meaningful connections, and learning from failures, don't forget to live with purpose. Know why you're investing your time in the things you do, and let that drive your decisions. When you have clarity about your goals, time becomes a tool, not a source of stress. As we wrap up, remember, life is short, so spend it wisely. Focus on what lights you up, surround yourself with people who support your journey, embrace the present, learn from your mistakes, and live with a clear purpose. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And drop a comment below. How do you plan to spend your time wisely starting today? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Take care and keep striving toward a life filled with purpose.